The Australian Sports Commission recently identified basketball as the fastest growing participation sport in the nation. But according to basketball legend Andrew Bogut, funding and infrastructure aren't mirroring the sport's growth. Bogut outlined his vision for the game's future at the first ever Kings panel alongside fellow basketball greats Luke Longley and Brian Goorjian. He also believes the standard of the NBL is right up there when compared with the NBA.
The 17-year drought is over. All hail the Kings.
Had a great journey so far. We won 2 championships a couple of years ago. We've built the club from getting 6,000 or 7,000 people a night at Kudos Bank Arena to consistently getting 11, 12, 13, 14,000 people a night. And now there's obviously the Wallamai group coming on with the Denholm family, Paul Smith, Paul Kine, Luke Longley, a bunch of people involved that want what's really good for the brand of the Sydney Kings, want it to continue to do well. And I think we've seen that on the court, both on and off the court. I think this facility, this is a new facility that's ours, and we can host events here and our players train here at times. So a lot of positive vibes, and really happy to be part of the group.
A lot of Australians now playing in the NBA, Dyson Daniels, Josh Giddey. Who's impressing you?
Well, Josh Giddey obviously is doing really, really well, but Dyson Daniels this last couple of weeks, he's just been playing phenomenally. He obviously traded in the off-season from New Orleans to Atlanta and given more of a role, more minutes, and he's taken it with 2 hands.
And a steal! Dyson Daniels! And a track down LeBron, but the Hawks have got the ball.
Yourself and Luke Longley have contributed so much to Australian basketball. I found it really fascinating that all 3 of you were unanimous in the way when you were comparing the NBA to the NBL, that the NBL is right up there for you all.
Yeah, I think it's just a different style of play. NBL's under the FIBA umbrella, and I think we're not comparing leagues like for like competition-wise. The NBA is still the pinnacle. It's got the world's best athletes. We're comparing styles of play. The NBA's become, it's nothing surprising. Everyone plays the same style. It's get up as much trees as you can. It's open floor. There's nothing really integral about it or unique. When you come to FIBA and a 40-minute game with FIBA coaches, there's a lot more different styles clashing, and that's what you want to see in sport. You want to see, can this style beat this style? Can that player beat this player? Whereas in the NBA, it's strictly our talent's going to beat your talent. So when comparing the two, people think we're crazy, but the NBL games are much more important because there's less games and they mean much more. The NBA's got 82 games. Care factor's a little bit lower because you've got so many games, but when you get to the NBA playoffs, whole different story. I think NBA playoffs are still kind of the best basketball you can watch, up there with EuroLeague finals.
When you look back at your career, what are you most proud of in terms of what you've contributed to Australian basketball?
Look, I think just setting the pathway for all the players we see today. Luke set it as far as an Australian playing in the NBA, and then I think I kind of topped that up a little bit by, hey, you can go number 1 in the draft, you can go number 2 in the draft. So, Luke obviously was a lottery pick as well himself, but I think we all have little contributions to the betterment of basketball in Australia, and we're at a point right now in Australia where I think participations exceed. There's more participants and facilities available. So we need more funding from governments in different cities and different states in Australia, because there's just so many kids wanting to play basketball, both male and female. So that's something to be proud of, and hopefully the next generation that we're seeing now, your Dyson Daniels, your Josh Giddey, your Jock Landales, can continue lighting that flame for the next generation.
Andrew, it's been such a pleasure speaking to you, and best of luck with everything else you do and all your contributions. Congratulations for what you've done for Australian basketball.
Thank you very much.